Here we go. Yes. Today's video, we're going to be working on my friend Dawson's two-handed backhand. It's something that he's been developing over how long, Dawson?
About 2 months now.
Okay, so
3 months.
So pretty fresh, pretty new. He actually came to one of my 2-day intensives, so it's going to be a good one. All right, so just off the bat, Dawson, what initial questions do you have on the two-hander?
So I guess like my initial questions for it would be, when I'm doing my two-hand, hand posture, do I start bent back here, like bent through, and then kind of like more of like a flick upwards? Do I follow the ball more on the side of it? Or do I do it quite literally as if I'm doing like a left-handed topspin, where it's that same motion as like the, right? Because if I'm doing it like that, it's just a different way of moving my hands.
Okay, so let's go through a couple things first of all. How is your two-hander feeling now, and what is it doing? What are you trying to accomplish, and what are you trying to, like, what do you want out of your two-hander?
So right now, when I hit a two-hander, I can hit them over every time if I don't try to add topspin, and if I don't try to add power. If I'm just like, just hitting it with two hands, they go over. As soon as I try to add some power and topspin, I normally hit them into the net.
All right, so how about this? I'll feed you some balls first.
Okay.
We'll just start off with you hitting some, and then I'll take a look at that.
Okay.
So let's start here. So start at the baseline actually, and then I'm gonna feed you some balls. I got these cups right here. So let's do 5 to 7 balls.
Okay.
Okay. No worries. Okay. Watch that one. Here we go again. All right. Not bad. Again. Oh, that's fair. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's good. Good. Nice. Again. Okay. Now we're gonna do 2 more, Dawson.
Okay.
Okay. No worries. No worries. And then 1 more. That was nice. That was nice. Okay. All right. So you obviously, I can tell you've been working on it.
Yeah.
Since last time.
Yeah.
You are getting, on some of them, you're getting some pretty good topspin, and you're getting a lot of pace.
Okay.
Right. Now, we're going to talk about how we can add more topspin. Okay. So, really quick, what we talked about in the intensive, real quick, Dawson. How is topspin created?
Brushing over the ball.
Okay, so you got to start low and end high.
Okay.
Right? Now, this could be something that you actually keep in your stroke, or it's something you can simplify, but I want to show you one thing. If we actually slow-mo Dawson's, here, you can stand right here, Dawson.
Okay.
If we actually slow-mo Dawson's strokes there, you start up really high, and then you come down, and then you finish. Now, not bad, not terrible, but that extra time, it takes some time, right, to do that. As the ball's coming in, you're like this, and then go down. It's more efficient, and you can try it. But if you watch like a Connor Garnett, for example, or something like that, but when they set up for the ball, they actually just start down.
Okay.
They start low here. And you were asking me about paddle position. You can start different ways, but for me, I kind of start with it a little bit angled like this, but it's kind of angled down already.
Okay.
So that when I come through the ball, I'm actually starting below the ball, and then when I actually come up on the ball, I can finish. Now, a lot of your shots had a lot of pace, and I would say are more flat.
Right.
So, power and topspin, those are the 2 things we're balancing. So the more power you can give it, it's probably less topspin, and the more topspin you're going to give it, it's going to be less power, like less aggressive.
Right.
You're trying to balance both. So I would recommend, and we can try it, you starting a little bit lower right here, and then when we come through the ball, you're asking me how we can create more spin. I actually create a lot of spin, or I recommend you using 2 things. So your hip rotation, so a quick hip rotation, and then with a mixture of your left hand actually, we could call it whipping. I don't think that's a correct term, but kind of like a left-handed forehand.
Okay.
This, I want you to think of like that, but you can see I kind of, in a way, will snap or release it really, really
Okay.
quickly. So let's just, here on this Topspin Pro,
Yeah.
you're gonna come right here, okay? And then you're gonna step in, and then you're just gonna do that.
Okay.
And then, again, you're really gonna be finishing a lot higher. So low to high like that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do a couple. Okay, one more time. Good. Okay, so now let's focus on rotating our hips a little bit quicker,
Okay.
and then really quick low to high acceleration using the left hand. Okay. Okay, one more time. Okay. There we go. So that's better. Now, so we're going to give it a try because I know it's a little bit new. But two things I was talking about the power and control. I want you to think about. Number one, the more linear we come through the ball, the more power we're going to have, which is some of the backhands you had. They were super like flat, and you see this?
Yeah.
But look at the swing path, super
Right.
flat. So we're going to get a lot of power that way. But when we talk about margins and dipping it down, it's hard to get it in.
Okay.
Or it's going to hit the net. Now, if we want more spin, we got to make sure we start lower. This is why my recommendation is here.
Okay.
And then we end up and really quickly, and that's how we're going to get that rotation. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Do you want to take your pickleball game to new heights? Join us for our 5-day VIP intensives here in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. If you're struggling to improve your game and maybe you feel like you've plateaued, I've specifically designed this training program for you. This exclusive training will include over 25 hours of instruction, a personalized written action plan, and also an in-house round-robin tournament designed to get you to play your best game under pressure situations. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Make sure you click on the link in the description below. Pack your bags, and I'll see you on the court. Let's try this. I'm gonna feed you a couple balls, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to, I want you focusing on rotating your hips a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? And then also really accelerating with your left hand really quickly.
Okay.
So low to high. So let's just see your starting position again. So step in. Good. Okay. Okay. So now one thing I could already see. So show me your first initial step with your right foot. Okay. So two things from right now. The first thing is, if you watch any good two-handed player, okay, so like a Connor Garnett. So I should address this first, but okay. So really quick, when I'm here, and let's say I'm setting up for the ball is bouncing here, and then the contact point is right here.
Right.
Okay, I want to show you where my right foot goes and how it sets up. Okay, so here's the ball. That's how it should be.
Okay.
So what's the difference between yours and mine?
You're kind of more pointed, I guess, like towards it than
So
mine's.
number one, my knee is really bent. So I got to
Okay.
get really low, and your right foot is going to be ahead of your left. So you're actually setting up a lot of times like this, which isn't bad, but you'll see the really good two-handed players, this right foot. Do you see how it's more ahead like that?
So you can
So
turn.
not way ahead.
Yeah.
But just a little bit. So
Yeah.
from here, that actually allows me to close my hips a little bit more.
Okay.
So that when I actually come through, I can rotate. So let's just actually, before I feed you balls, let's go through a couple shadow swings.
Okay.
Where you start there, and then you set up for the ball. Good. Okay, good. One more time, or a couple more. Good. One more time. Good, okay. So the two things that you're gonna focus on is stepping more across your body with your right foot, and then getting really low.
So should my step be longer to get low?
You don't want it too long. I would probably say this is good,
Okay.
right? But the biggest key thing is you're really gonna have to get down, and that's the important thing if you want to get topspin.
Okay.
That right knee has to really get down there. Okay. So go ahead again. There we go. One more time. Good. Okay. So let's try a couple. Let's try a couple. And I know that you're focusing on a lot, but the first thing right now I want you to try is working on stepping a little bit more across.
Okay.
Okay? Here we go.
Yep.
Okay. Again. Good. Again. Yeah. Good. Good. Yes. How does it feel?
It feels better. I think the mix of not stepping like this, you know, stepping across, gives me way more power without having to go like such a crazy.
Yeah. Well, maybe too, it's actually allowing you or putting you in a really good position to rotate those hips.
Okay.
Which is really good.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do like 5 more. And,
okay.
And it doesn't really need to be that hard, like harder than that. Let's keep that pace going. Okay. So 5 more. Yes. That's nice. Good. Good. Yep. Good.
Oh my goodness.
2 more. Good. That's really nice. Good. Really good. And that actually like solidifies your base too.
Okay.
Right? So someone like a Connor Garnett, he gets there really, really quickly. That's the hardest part of the two-hander. You got to get there really quick. You got to get it really low and set your feet. But that's looking good. Okay, so trying to add more topspin on it. Let's try this. So I want you to focus on the acceleration with the left hand a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so when I am coming through the ball like this, I want you to feel like your right hand is barely on the paddle, okay? And I want you to feel that motion really, really quickly. So more like I'm really letting it go and it's following through really quickly over my right shoulders. So the same setup, and then focus on, yep, do that one more time. All right, set your feet, get ready. Okay, you're sliding into it. Make sure you step into it.
Okay.
So you just like get in a regular ready position, then the ball comes, and then swing through the ball. Good. Okay, one more time. Again. Okay, good.
Do you move your left foot first as your first movement when you're?
It depends. It depends like where the ball is going. But I call these adjustment steps because when the ball bounces, the ball's not going to come perfectly every time where you're going to step like that, right? So in reality, the ball's coming, whatever I need to do to adjust my feet, and then I do take that initial step. Because as soon as you plant your right foot, the thing is you're locked in that position.
Right.
So when the return comes back or whatever happens, you got to make sure you take your small steps so that when I eventually plant that right foot, it's locked and ready to go, okay? Okay, and then, good, okay? So a little bit acceleration, a little bit more acceleration with the left hand.
Okay.
You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, not more power, but like more of
more upwards motion. Okay, so like that.
All right.
Okay, and still stepping the same way.
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah, good, good. Good. Nice. Good. Good. Again. Okay. So what you can mess around with, Dawson, that's already looking better, but you can get more topspin by brushing up quicker.
Okay.
And more low to high with your left hand.
Okay.
How does it feel right now when does it feel like you're using your left hand a little bit more?
Yeah, it feels good. I just feel like I can't, I know it's not the point, but I feel like when I start here instead of here, I don't generate enough power. But I mean, I'm hitting hard enough.
Yeah, yeah. So again, 2 things, right? The power will come.
Right.
And secondly, you're not losing any power starting from here to here.
Okay.
What you're gonna notice is the stronger your base is, and that's why we're working on that. And then the quicker you can accelerate your hips and core and your left hand coming through at the same time, that's what's gonna generate the most power.
Okay.
Okay, because it's not gonna come from this big swing.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel like it is right now. I feel like when I set up, I start here and I like swing through, but then I can't get topspin.
And it kind of like will maybe seem that way, but you're gonna lose energy by the time you come here.
Okay.
Right? One other thing is what I can do. I still start low, but I could start. I start all the way back.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So from here, I still have a long runway, but I'm really snapping my my hips in a way.
Okay.
Here we go. Couple more. It's okay. Here we go again. Go. Good. Nice. That's right. Here we go again. Good. Now I really want you to focus on your adjustment steps. So I might give you a ball that is a little bit deeper.
Okay.
So what are you going to have to do?
Go back
You're going to have to take some steps back and then come through. Or if it's a little bit shorter, then you're going to have to come in.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Again. Good. Again. It's okay. Again. Okay. Here we go. Again. Yeah, that was a good one. Again. Good. Nice. Again. It's okay. Here we go again. That's right. So make sure you keep your eye on the ball. And again, that clean contact is really important. As where I'm hitting that is going to be right on my right knee line.
Okay.
Like right around there. Okay. So take a couple more. Ready? Good. That's right. Here we go again. Good. Nice. Okay. One more. Good. Watch that ball. All right. And then again, to create more topspin, we're going to just have to accelerate quicker with that left hand and let it go.
Okay.
Okay. So let's try actually accelerating a little bit quicker.
Okay.
And then, you know what? It's actually, how tight are is your grip pressure right now?
My top one's pretty tight.
Like what?
I'd say like 8 out of 10 on my
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, if you really loosen it to like a 3 or 4,
Okay.
right? Because if it's super loose, I can actually just let it go really quickly.
Okay.
The tighter it is, and usually what will happen is you're gonna try to muscle through the ball, and you're actually gonna be hitting it from your shoulder. So let's try like super loose,
Okay.
but quick. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like snappy kind of.
Yes, like that, snappy. Yeah. Okay, so let's just try one. Let's try a few. Okay. Okay, but I like that, but I want you to finish all the way.
Okay.
So not just like that.
Okay.
So if I actually go loose and then let it go, I'm gonna let it go up there.
Okay.
Okay, again. It's okay, let's do it again. Good, there we go. So one thing that you'll notice, Dawson, is your grip pressure doesn't correlate with hitting it harder.
Right, not at all.
Right, did you feel that?
Yeah.
So you can actually get a lot of good whip and power and spin by just relaxing everything. And this is the one thing that I've been working on with my two-hander too. I don't know how tight your shoulders even feel.
Yeah, it's always right here. I get sore after playing a lot of
so let's try, here, move that ball.
Yep.
We're gonna try that same thing, and let's try actually loosening everything from our shoulders to our feet and to our arms.
Okay.
Everything. So that when I come through, I'm just super loose, but I'm actually accelerating really quickly.
Okay. When you swing, and
Yeah.
so right foot out front,
Yep.
you swing, does your left foot come out too? Like, sometimes I feel like it should follow where I'm like
Yeah.
kind of following through.
Yeah, good question. I wasn't gonna even mention anything yet because what you're doing is fine. I wanna keep you there, but in reality, you'll see. So sometimes you'll see just players finish like this, but personally for me, I like to finish, and the reason why my left foot even comes through is just to catch myself.
Right.
So you're actually not using it for momentum.
Okay.
I'm actually using it. That's after the fact. That's after I already hit the ball. So I'll be like that, right? And I'll just catch myself. So that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. But again, so super loose in the shoulder
Super loose.
and the hand. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. It's okay. That was good. Again. Okay. Here we go again. Good. There we go again. Okay. Good. Okay. It's okay. Here we go again. Good. That was good. That was a good rip, though. Here we go. Watch that ball. Okay. Again. Yes. But that had a lot of power on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And
and
I'm
again,
super loose.
Yeah. And again, if it's too flat like that, what we can do is more up. We got to go more up on the ball.
Okay.
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 Got to go more up. Here we go.
Sorry.
Again. Okay. So I'm challenging you on some of them. That one, you're going to have to get closer to the ball.
Okay.
Right? You have to move your feet. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go. There we go. Like that.
Okay.
There it is. Yep. Good. Nice. Again. Yes, good. Okay. It's okay. Last two, Dawson. Watch those two. Here we go. Nope, that's right. Here we go again. That's all right.
All right.
How tight were you on that?
I
Pretty loose?
got really tight at the end.
You did? Okay.
Started loose, and then when I swung, I was like, ugh.
Okay, no worries. Here we go. Loose all the way through. Yep, one more time. Again. Yes, that's
Okay.
better. Okay. Good, Dawson. Okay, so even that pace, I would start with getting really comfortable with that, because the last thing we want to do is start to try to swing harder and harder and then get tighter and tighter.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
start at, what would you say that those last two was what, 50, 60% power?
40, 30.
40 then, okay? So start at that, and then I would incrementally go up 10%,
Okay.
but trying to keep the same body composition.
Okay.
But that looks much better.
Sweet.
So takeaways again is number one, making sure you're stepping more across.
Okay.
Okay, that's a more powerful position, puts you in a good position
Right.
so that your hips are turned. Secondly, if you want more topspin, we're gonna have to use more left hand and accelerate upwards through our right, towards the right shoulder. And then keeping your, from your shoulder to your left hand all the way loose.
Sweet.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.